Making his national television debut, he owns 2 PBA regional titles. This is Tim Foy Jr.
Native of Delaware, 8-year pro, has quite an interesting day job. We'll get into that in a moment. Randy, you and I just got introduced to him, you too, Jason, essentially just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Before this show, and there's a reason why. Here's Foy, first shot under the lights of television. Not what he wanted.
Jason, you like the 3.6910 to be the first spare that you ever shoot at on television?
You never want to shoot that.
I know, right?
First,
Ever.
second, whatever
Ever.
it is. It's a tricky one.
The pesky one is that back pin, the 9-pin.
Great pickup. Great pickup, Tim.
A 3-time member of Team USA, the 2016 National Amateur Champion with 2 PBA regional wins. Here comes Chris Vai.
Native of the Columbus area. OH! IO is what you're supposed to say.
IO.
IO, yeah. Jeez. Not dealing with college football guys right now, am I?
Especially not ones that root for Ohio State.
Chris Vai in the first, gets them all to drop.
I think what's interesting on this show, Jason, is that we have 3 two-handers.
It's the most that we've seen maybe ever. I don't think we've ever had more than 3 two-handers on a show. That will manipulate the oil pattern more than most other shows.
He's doing the right thing, by the way. 100%.
Absolutely.
In the third, and he remains perfect through 3. Do you even lift? Great one. Here's Vai. Perfect through 4. Perfect through 5. Oh.
That ball a little bit more time to get through the pocket properly.
Takes care of the 10-pin.
Game is gonna go by quick, but he needs to find a way to slow it down in his head and just focus on making 10 great shots.
Vai has made 7 great shots so far, and I'm getting something on the police scanner, Randy.
What is it, Rob?
There seems to be some type of alert going on right now. We've got a chase alert right now. Oh, we're chasing 300.
That's going to be his main focus. As much as you want him right now, Rob, to shoot 300, his main focus is let's get the job done to win the game, and then we can enjoy the next 2 shots.
Hang on.
He's got the game. He's got the Bo Derek.
Oh, my. That one just kind of laid there. Look at the red line there to the inside. That one held on and went dead flush.
A perfect 10 start for Vai, your 4 seed.
How many times have we seen that on that left lane?
Yeah, and when you give the best bowlers in the world the extra couple of boards room down lane, these are the kinds of scores that you're going to see. Right now, though, he's going to want to throw his best shot of the match.
He's 1 away. Takes the re-rack, his last one.
It's one of the most unique feelings, shooting 300. As many times as professional bowlers have done it in their career, you still feel it going into that 12th. And right now, to join many of those in the history book to do it on television, I promise you the heart rate is up.
For perfection. Yes!
Let's go! The 30th perfect game in the history of professional bowling on television. Chris Vai.
He was a two-time NAIA Player of the Year at Calumet College. Now bowling, Michael Davidson.
25-year-old from Versailles, Ohio. Your 3 seed here in the East. 3 years on the Pro Tour. 0 tour titles.
Not the luckiest shot to start off with. 4-9. Crept in a little high. I don't think he gave that ball as much room to the outside part of the lane as he would have liked. So Randy draws on the screen on how to shoot the 4-9 spare. Just like that. Must have been looking at your arrows there, Randy. Michael has to be able to just ignore what is going on with Chris and say, I've got to keep striking myself here.
We have seen this seemingly every weekend through the course of the Players' Championship buildup, where one player is just so dominant, it's forcing the competition to do what you say. Like, I just got to worry about me and strike, because I got no shot at getting in this because these guys are just striking out.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday it was Weidman, and all he did was strike. And then he ran into a little bit of competition there in his last game when he ran into some carry trouble. Nice spare.
Great pickup there by Davidson.
Yeah, and Smallwood started red hot and was able to close him out, but
straight strikes. One more time. 17 straight strikes on television.
I mean, I'm not really good at math, but I'm thinking that's a lot.
His strike rate is at 100% today, Randy. Well, I just did the math. 17 for 17.
So what he has to do is get that ball shaping back through the pins. He's going to have to make a very, very subtle change.
Now he's got a massive challenge.
And now if he doesn't convert, it's a whole new match.
Well, that's Chris there trying to get the ball to go through the pins the way that it was previously. However, he's caught some extra friction down lane, and with that over 500 RPM rev rate, you pay the maximum penalty.
Get the ball to the right side of the 3, throw it over in the 4-7. Ball will take out the 6.
Open frame.
Now we're going to see what Michael's made of.
Non-winner making his first telecast ever.
There's the strike. A late drop of the 10.
Oh my, it was almost like the 6-pin wrapped around the 10 so fast it created its own vortex and sucked the 10 off the deck. Watch the 2nd pin to your right. Now what is, you talked about centimeters. How much room?
Millimeters.
That's millimeters,
right there.
That knocked that over.
And just to give the people at home an understanding of how great a shot that was, the last few shots that Michael threw on that lane did not hit the pocket flush.
Yeah.
So for him to step up, flush a shot like that, and get the 6-pin to do its job just enough.
9 for the win.
Whoa. Hang on.
That could have been disaster. A 6 split there was a loser.
Yeah.
He almost leaves the 2-4-8-10.
7, he has to cover it.
Nearly even the bucket. There were a lot of combinations there that could have been standing. The bucket was standing for a second.
That was the bucket with a 7 for a second, right? He needs to cover one of these.
Just needs one to win. Just needs one and gets them both. 244, 242. What a comeback win for Michael Davidson. And Chris Vai, thank you. Thank you for what you gave us earlier today. A perfect game and 17 straight strikes, but in the end, that magical run has come to a close, and Michael Davidson, 2 pins better to move on to the East Region semifinals. Davidson off that 2-pin win over Chris Vi will roll first here. Match number 3, East Region Championship.
Anybody else have a hard time believing that with 17 in a row you would lose?
Right, a 17-bagger.
Isn't it?
Not enough.
And that's bowling.
He owns 4 career PBA regional titles. The 2016 USBC Open Championships All Events winner is Brandon Novak.
Chillicothe, Ohio. His hometown. 8th year on the tour. Okay, we talked about the form, and I think I need a couple more shots to fully digest what I just saw.
All right.
Oh boy. Well, we've seen some great spare shooting from Michael Davidson really test him.
Just overreaction down lane, and he gets all of it at the bottom, and then too much down lane reaction as it comes off the dry part of the lane.
Yeah, and Rennie, I don't think that was a bad shot at all. I think Michael, when he let it go, probably felt pretty confident that was a good shot. It was just the lane transitioning right then, and he's going to have to make a move. Brandon's probably also noticing that transition. He obviously has to be thinking, was it him? Was it the lane? First and foremost, though, he's got to get up and throw a good shot here on the right lane.
I think what he's thinking is, opportunity has just been presented to me. Novak left the 10-pin.
I mean, you should be able to get it back flush from a board and a half right. We've seen guys.
Yeah, well left of target there, Randy. He just, not the shot he was looking for to have a chance to shut out.
Nor was that the shot he was looking for, an open frame in the 10th. Think about the things Davidson has had to deal with and seen, the script rewrites.
Ace, ace,
and he's alive and moving on again.
Absolutely aced it off his hand. Got the good pin carry. Took full advantage of the opening given to him by Novak. What a great shot.
David.
A 6-time PBA Tour champion and 3-time member of Team USA on the deck, Kyle Troup.
It's a one-piece?
That is a one-piece jumper. Left the 10-pin.
That's why you don't wear your mask, Kyle.
Kyle just came back, Jason, and said that's why you don't wear your mask, Kyle. And that caused him to leave that ring 10. That looked like a pretty good shot.
You know, we saw Wes Malott the other day mumble something similar as well. You know, it gets in the way, it distracts just enough.
I believe the PBA protocol is when you're on the approach, you are socially distanced from your competitor.
Correct.
You can remove your mask while bowling, but obviously when you finished your delivery and come back to the settee, you're required to put it back on.
Ryan did it in Indianapolis in 07, Weber, Louisville, Kentucky, 2001.
Chris Vi awfully close to topping that earlier today.
Back-to-back ring 10s on that right lane, Jason. A little bit tighter of the two lanes for the right-handers. The ball moves down or pushes down a little bit farther towards the pins. And when that happens, typically you do see a lot of 10 pins.
Yeah, and now the guys, you know, they are creating a lot of angle, especially through the front part of the lane. So
Messenger rolling. Not enough protein.
It looked like it might have been enough early, but
Kyle is a good 5 or 6 boards further right than Michael, which isn't necessarily surprising, but there's obviously a strategy.
What did you talk about before we went to break for this match? You talked about...
You can't give openings like that.
There you go.
Not on today's oil pattern, not in this building.
Catch.
Four-bagger takes advantage of that opening.
That ball actually rolled out right before it got to the pocket. So it starts to curve towards the head pin, and then it actually stops and flattens out, and that's why he left that flat 10.
Yeah, and that's all release, isn't it, Randy?
Yeah,
That's just getting through the ball slightly different, not creating the axis rotation that he'd previously thrown. And, you know, it's almost all but over now with Michael Davidson in his run. It's still a fantastic performance today.
Right now, he is being the best he can be in the East. And Messenger, yeah! He's been in the weight room, takes care of the 10, leaves the 7. A major break for the troop camp.
Head pin to the sidewall, 7-10 standing, and then the head pin nudges the 10 out.
Like somebody tried to block the head pin too, Randy.
That could have been a blocking foul.
Yeah. Play on, picks it up, looks upstairs, remains clean. So spares for Troop in the 1st and the 9th, everything in between, nothing but X's.
Mathematically, it's over.
And it keeps the trend alive of the #1 seeds going through to the final 5. A pretty amazing performance in the match.
That's for you, Mom.
He's been pretty solid.
Yeah. A great performance by Kyle Troop.
He's got such a showman in him, and obviously it's part of his DNA. You know, from what comes in from his dad. And, you know, I think there was that pressure on him to be this charismatic, colorful, kind of out there type dude, right? But it looks to me, here in 2021, he's found peace, he's found harmony in managing being who he is, and also being true and pure to a sport he really cares about.
I really like that, you know, again, his mantra, be the best you can be, but it's not just in bowling. It's in life and being a better person and bringing joy to people's lives in and outside of the bowling center. And I really love that about Kyle.